Okay, so I want to take a moment to talk about how we behave and how we react and how we perceive certain situations. So, firstly, the example I'm going to use, firstly we see someone. And this someone might have a shit hot body. They might have an awesome car. They might have a really hot wife or husband or hubby, alright. They might be really smart. They might have loads of cash. And generally, they might just live an awesome life. So we see someone like that, and all of a sudden, it triggers the fuck out of us. So we get annoyed. Upset, angry. So we get annoyed, upset, angry. I'm sure you can think of a situation where you've seen someone and they might have an awesome body, and you think, well, it's easier for them because they have more time on their hands. They have got better genetics than me. They have, like I said, more free time. They're more skilled than me. Or you've seen someone with a car and you've automatically, a mint car, and you've automatically thought that they've had the money given to them. They've had it easier than you. You see people who are smart and you think, oh well, they've got more time to learn. They went to a better school, and just all these stories. So we come up with these stories, and the stories are always a justification to ourselves about how it's easier for everybody else to achieve what you want over you. So we think it's a lot harder for us to have the awesome life, to have a nice body, to have a nice car, to have a good relationship, to be smart, to earn loads of cash. We think that everybody else who's got these has had it on a plate. And we get annoyed, upset, angry. We have all these stories, and it's just a justification. To ourselves as to why we haven't got it, and our own lack of action. Because many people that you will see that have all this awesome things going on in their lives, and they've got the body, they've got the car, and all this type of shit, and no better than us. I know people that are in shit hot shape, that are broke, they can't really afford much, are busy as fuck, yet they still manage to do it. I know people who've got loads of cash now, a mint car, and they had nothing to start off with, and they didn't get, like we like to think, oh, they must have had a hand me out, or they must have won something, or no, we just fail to believe that there's people out there that work fucking hard, make massive sacrifices, and dedicate their life to improving their current situation. Yet there's us that get annoyed, upset and angry about seeing people who are more successful in whatever way than us, and then we start banging out all these stories about how it's easier for them, and how much it's harder for us than it is for them. And it's all utter bullshit. So when you see people that are successful and you see people that have got what you want, the biggest question that you should be asking is, what are these people doing that I'm not? And that's just a simple question. So if you know someone who's got something that you want, i.e. a body or earning loads of cash, they're successful, whatever it may be, has a mint mindset, go and speak to them. Go and ask them. Go and find out. Find out, what are these people doing that you're currently not? And they'll tell you a whole load of things, and then you'll realise, well, they are working harder than me. They're making more sacrifices than me. They're committed, they're disciplined, they act and they train and they do shit even when they don't want to do it. Yet most of us, we only train when we're in the mood to do it. That's why we haven't got the body that we want. We're not disciplined. So when you see these successful people, instead of just justifying that they've had it easy, or they've had it handed on a plate to them, or life's so much easier for them, think about, what are these people doing that I'm currently not doing? And why am I getting triggered about people making successful, losing weight, or doing whatever they're doing? Why am I getting triggered? Why is it upsetting me? And usually it's upsetting you because you know, and I know, that it's people that really aren't any better than you, but they're fucking doing it. They're taking the action, they're doing the work, they're making the sacrifices, and it just makes you feel guilty that currently you're not. Because there's no stories when you see someone who's in the same circumstances as you, who's no better off than you, who actually transforms their life around. And then what's the next story? What's the next justification as to why you are not fucking getting the results that you want? So let's think about your thought pattern. Your thought pattern. A lot of us are continuously thinking in the I can't mentality. We have an I can't mentality. I can't go to the gym, I can't do this, I can't work out at home, I can't eat the foods that they want me to do, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't ever think I'll be fit, I can't. And you are constantly telling yourself you can't. So imagine, on average, the average person has about 50,000 thoughts per day, decisions per day. And if the majority of them are you telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, then it's going to dominate your thought process. So when you do it, or you do attempt to do it, already before you've started, whether it's losing weight, whether it's trying to get smarter, whether it's trying to do a business, whatever it may be, you already think that you're going to fail. And that's probably half your problem. It's all about this, how you treat yourself. And that's the biggie. How do you treat yourself? Not only externally, as in your body, your fitness. I'm just talking about your mindset. How do you treat yourself? Are you constantly negative on yourself? Are you constantly telling yourself you can't do it? Are you bullying yourself into not doing stuff? And then you wonder why your life's still in the same situation as it was last year, the year before, 5 years before. We're still in the same weight, we're still having the same problems, we're still having the same thought process. So speak to people who are being successful in the area that you want. Instead of being triggered and instead of getting upset about being successful and picking out why it's easier for them and not you, think about, right, what the fuck are they doing that I'm not doing? And then when I find out, am I prepared to do that? And also, am I prepared to treat myself better? Am I prepared to stop telling myself I can't do something before I've even tried? Am I prepared to do the work? And like I said, most of the time it comes down to a simple answer of yes or no. Am I prepared to do it? And if you're not prepared to do it, then you've got to stop getting triggered by people who are being successful, and you've got to think about what you really want. And if you are prepared to do it, let's set out an action plan. Set out a 90-day action plan and think, right, in 90 days I want to achieve X, Y and Z. I'd pick no more than 3 to 4 goals, and I'd pick them. I wouldn't set a year goal, because a year's too long. You forget about it. And at least 90 days, it's condensed. You know that 90-day target isn't that far away, so you have to take action now. If it's a year away, you can delay action, and then all of a sudden you're rushing and you're trying to compact loads into a short amount of time, and you don't end up doing it, and then you reiterate to yourself you can't do it because you failed and all this bullshit. So a 90-day goal. But like I said, when you see someone who've got what you want, whether it's an awesome life, body, car, hot wife, smart, loads of cash, whatever it may be, instead of getting annoyed, upset and angry and justifying why it's easier for them than it is for you, it's not easier. And if you speak to people that have these results in their life, find out what they're doing. What are they doing that you're currently not doing? Because they are doing stuff that you're not doing, because otherwise you'd have the same results as them, or at least improved results. So think about your actions the way you are, your thought process. Stop being a pussy and thinking that it's easier for everyone else than you, because it's not. You just need to pull your finger out your arse, get into work mode, get into good mindset mode, set out an action plan and fucking do the work.